The Department of Homeland Security released a FEMA report entitled 1 October After Action Report, Las Vegas Shooting. Actually, here it is here on the screen. You can see it. So what we'll do is we'll open that report and we're going to check it out. I'm going to give you my analysis of it. And you just scroll down. Let's see. Here we go. This report was compiled by the Clark County Fire Department and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in collaboration with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, aka FEMA, National Exercise Division, with the intent of distributing best practices and lessons learned for other communities around the country to better prepare for a mass casualty incident should one occur. Given the ongoing threat environment throughout the country, it was the intent of the agencies involved to provide this information as timely as possible. First of all, I want to begin by saying that 1, this report is complete nonsense or garbage, and 2, this report is completely worthless and meaningless. As we continue, I will explain why. I quote, "In the wake of this incident, it is important to evaluate the strengths and areas for improvement observed during the response, both to enhance the response as well as to share the knowledge gained from this incident with public safety agencies across the country." That says a lot right there. So first of all, this report is a report to the public. It's not a report to the FBI. It's not a report intended for Congress or as part of a criminal investigation, for example, like it poses to be. It's for the public. And all it is a look at the response. And it's sugar-coated. They're not going to tell the public that the response sucked and looked like a complete fraud and a complete cover-up. And then as you continue, it gets into, I'm not going to be able to find exactly where it is, but it gets into what I'm going to talk about next. So this was released August 24th, 2018. So basically what they're saying is this report looks at what we could do better next time. The interesting thing is this report wasn't just collaborated with FEMA, but the FEMA National Exercise Division. This is key. The word exercise is a key word here. It's very telling, I think. And the report basically contradicts itself by acting like they did a great job on one hand and claiming that there were issues with the response on the other hand. They claim there were communication issues and blame dispatch. There's always a scapegoat, pretty sad. In this case, they blame communication failures on the event not having a designated 911 dispatcher just for the event, claiming as a result multiple dispatchers' communication breakdowns or caused communication breakdowns. Let me get down to observation 3. And as you read through this, you'll see where that's what it says. And I'm just kind of summarizing here. But it kind of gives a lot of stuff that supports the official narrative. It also gives a lot of statistical information like the number of responders, what agencies they belong to, and stuff like that. Observation 1. This is what I was just talking about a moment ago. So that came out of Observation 1. It says here the LVMPD Special Events Section did not assign a designated dispatcher to monitor the Route 91 Harvest Festival special events channel contributing to delayed, disorganized communication. So that's what I was just getting into there, and that's where I got that information. Observation 2. Prior to the incident, command was not unified at the Route 91 Harvest Festival. LVMPD and Community Ambulance were both operating in the venue as planned. However, CCFD was not integrated into the special events plans or operations. Here's observation 3, which I'm going to get into a little bit. In observation 3, they claimed the fire alarm office and fire department were not aware the festival was occurring. First of all, I find that to be almost impossible to be true, and it's just very hard to believe. Furthermore, being ex-fire department, I know that that would make the concert illegal. Not illegal for the concert goers, but illegal for the organizers because of the scale of the venue with all of the electrical and vending stands and so forth. Not only do they have security dedicated to the event, they have law enforcement and intelligence agencies. Usually the NSA will have at least several people at these events. They use drones with cameras. They have snipers on standby. And they have mobile command posts with camera towers that they set up with their own cameras just for the event. This is standard protocol, folks. This is standard procedure for major events. I know firsthand. Well, I want to see that footage. It has been covered up. Why? Mandalay Bay is loaded with cameras on every floor, and they lied, and they only claim they only have cameras in the lobby. That footage would either make or break the theory that they set up or staged the crime scene in 32-134 and 32-135. When the federal government says billions or trillions of dollars are mysteriously missing, the money went into the shadow government's black projects. These projects are illegal, by the way, and 9/11 and the Vegas shootings are prime examples of black projects. Black projects come out of places like Area 51, which isn't far at all from Vegas, from Las Vegas. John Lear, who has great credentials and is very credible, talks about the shadow government and even says there's a high-speed underground subway that goes from under the Luxor to Area 51. It's not easy to escape hundreds of police and intelligence personnel who are on foot, on the ground, and in vehicles including helicopters when they have every exit in the entire area of Las Vegas locked down. However, it would be very easy for someone working in a black project using that underground subway. That's why I'm calling for the good members of the government, and especially the good members of law enforcement and our intelligence agencies, to stand up against these cowards who would plan for unarmed United States citizens to be shot at, and who would cover this up, and those who would fund it and so forth. Those who have violated their oaths, the law, and the Constitution need to answer for what they have done. They require fear to operate. They rely on people being afraid because, in essence, they're weak-minded and they're cowards. And last, before I wrap it up, because I just wanted to do a quick video tonight, something short. I just want to leave you with the, you can see it here, the civil service oath, which is kind of a universal oath, and I believe this is just part of it, that certain agencies, intelligence agencies and stuff, for example, take. For example, the FBI will take this oath. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God. So, you know, this is a critical moment right now for the FBI, for example, as an example. I expect in the coming days for arrests to be made.